Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Life in Progress. Thank you so much for always listening. And for today's topic, we are going to talk about something we all love. Well, most of us money in my 30s and the myth of having more. Money is the most beautiful thing I've experienced in my life. Hindi ko rin siya masasabi superficial eh. Money solves 95% of my problems. And yung 5% parang life ano na yon, life learnings, failures, mistakes. When we have money kasi, yung mga problema, parang ang bilis. And hindi ka na masyado mag-iisip. Yung mga bayarin mo, ano yung gusto mong gawin, hobbies mo, passion mo. The list is so long. Kung gusto mo magtayo ng business, may pera ka, ang bilis. Gusto mo mag-travel, may pera ka, ang bilis. In fact, nowadays, pag tinatanong ako ng mga tao, Miss Angeli, ano secret na pag-travel? I tell them a direct answer. Common sense and money. If you have common sense, you know what's right and wrong, you can travel. When you have money, wala ka nang iisipin. But, what comes after that? This episode is not about being rich or paano magkaroon ng more pera. This episode is about you have the money na. What comes after? Lalo na kapag wala na yung excitement. Earlier sa life ko, excited ako nun sa pera eh. Kasi never ko siya na-experience. Na magkaroon ng, alam niyo yun, yung stability, yung panatag ng loob in Tagalog. Ano yung dumarating pag nakuha mo na yun? How do we handle that? Diba? Parang ni-research ko talaga tong episode na to. Sabi ko, ang daming episodes online. How to be rich, how to ganito, how to invest, ganyan. Sige, nakuha na natin. Anong gagawin natin after? No one tells you, after a certain point, money stops feeling exciting and starts feeling heavy. Pakinggan niyo muna ako. Not heavy in a bad way. Heavy in a way, ang dami mong ginawang options, ang dami mo ng channels, hindi mo na alam ano uunahin mo and ano yung gagawin mo. Because yun yung naging outcome ng hustle mo, ng business mo, ng career mo, and ng work mo. Kaya nga di ba minsan may mga tanong tayo sa atin, ang yaman yan, ano problema niyan? Because people don't talk about these things. Ano nga ba yung nangyayari pag mayaman ka na? Kasi when you have money, coming from experience, and I'm not super wealthy, I must say, I have more than enough. Because I chose to be single, I enjoyed my life. So, more than sa kailangan ko, yung meron ako. I don't support anybody. Wala ako binibigay sa pamilya ko, wala ako binibigay sa mama ko. All the money that I make from all the channels, sa akin lahat yun. So, dumating sa point, nagkaroon na ako ng fatigue. Kasi, na-enjoy ko na yung material things, na-enjoy ko na yung travel, na-enjoy ko na yung mga gusto kong gawin nung bata ako. So now, what's next? Nagkaroon ng overload yung decisions ko in life. Have a family, study again. Kasi tayo mo ng options eh. This is why more is a myth. Hindi rin siya parang always good thing. The more you have, the more happiness or peaceful it is. Hindi rin siya ganon. This is also why parang nag-decide ako, okay, whatever I have na ngayon, i-maintain ko muna to para hindi ako magkaroon ng fatigue. Again, wealth has a lot of definitions for people. Yung definition ko ng wealth, more or less, na-achieve ko na. Kasi I'm not willing to sacrifice my freedom, my place in Madrid, place sa life ko ng Madrid, or yung mangyayari is sobrang dami ko pinasok businesses sa Philippines and kailangan ko bumalik, i-give up yung personal life ko. That's why I chose contentment for myself. Yung meron na ako, masaya na ako doon. I never had the vision to create empires. Yung pagod na pagod ako. I value working out twice a day. For me, that's wealth. For me, that's success. I don't see myself working from 7 to 10 p.m. because ang dami kong pinasok. I still want to enjoy this, creating podcasts, spending money on this, even I don't make money out of it. Because once I take that route of more, that means less time, more responsibilities, more stress, more things to sacrifice. Hindi kasi sinasabi yan ng mga tao online eh. It's all about getting more, working more. Pero for what? For more fatigue? For overload? And just keep life like that? I think hard pass for me. The myth of more, parang more income equals more happiness. Bigger goals, faster growth. Reality is, ang dami mo ring isa-sacrifice for that and increase responsibilities. More income doesn't mean more happiness. Ibig sabihin nun, more work. Less time for yourself, less time for your family. I met a lot of people sa trips ko, especially from the US. Nag-work sila buong buhay nila. Nagta-travel sila, 70 na sila, 65 na sila because they were CEOs. They were very attached to their careers or businesses. Hindi nila na-enjoy yung life. So it's not necessarily more money, more happiness, or more peace. In fact, opposite siya. The more money, the more decisions, the more responsibilities, and your bigger goals. Bigger goals doesn't mean faster growth. Bigger goals sometimes, parang domino effect siya. Mas bigger yung goal, mas marami kang gagawin, mas marami kang gagastusin, less time, hindi ibig sabihin ng faster growth. Natutunan ko to later on na in life. I learned this nung nasa Spain na ako. Sabi ko, I can just grow as I travel. I don't need to create more businesses. I can just grow my Explora. My plans for Explora in 2026, talagang ibang-iba sa mga plano ko sa Access. And 2 years na yung business kong yun. Hindi kami mabilis lumaki kasi hindi na ako gumagawa ng bigger goals. Small goals at a time na lang. Ayoko na yung lagi nagmamadali. Gusto ko i-enjoy, i-build yung company ko, yung business ko, makilala yung market ko. It comes with a privilege too. That's why I said in the beginning, this episode is not about building a business. This episode is about you've already built it. You already have it. You already have the money. You've already done a lot. You already have the material things. Like lahat ng na-dream ko sa life ko once. Having watches, bags, clothes, traveling in first class, staying in Ritz-Carlton, Four Seasons. Parang lahat nagawa ko na. Am I happy? Very much. Am I grateful? Yes. But hindi yun lang gusto ko sa buhay. In fact, yung theme ko for 2026 is simpler life. No more buying anything. I'm going back to parang the basics. White shirt, backpack, jeans. Kasi nandiyan na yung gamit ko, na-enjoy ko na. Totoo pala yun, na parang once na-enjoy mo na lahat, if hindi ka greedy na tao, wala na, tapos na. And for me, material things always naman, second lang yan eh. For me, I value more life experiences. And hindi lang yun travel ha. Kasi pag sinabi mong life experiences, nandun yung education, higher education, therapy, wellness things, gumagastos ka sa mga, alam nyo yun, mga bagay-bagay na sports, ganyan. So that's experience of life for me. Traveling alone. I went to Costa Rica. Tapos ang dami ko na-meet. That's more valuable to me. That's what I want to do more next year. Hindi na yung magpalaki ng business, ganto, ganyan. I have goals for my businesses. In fact, ito yung naging strategy ko for 2026. I only have 3 major goals per business para di ako ma-overwhelm. Kasi nga, the goal is not to create an empire. The goal is to sustain what I have and grow doon sa na-build ko na. Minsan kasi kala ng mga tao, katamaran yun. Yung wala ka na more goals. Parang when people ask me, what's next? Sagot ko is, next is, baby, to enjoy my life. Honey, that's the biggest gift I can give to myself. Na I can tell people, oh, there's no next. I'm just enjoying my life. I'm just going with the flow. Of course, I'm still gonna work. But what's the point of building more if you never have the time to enjoy what you've built? After talking to a lot of people, wealth fatigue is real because you're tired of optimizing, you're tired of scaling, you're tired of proving. So, parang yung scaling, darating ka sa isang point ng business mo, gusto mo na lang ingatan what you have. Ayaw mo na makipag-compete with anybody. Siyempre, iba-iba tayo na atake sa business. My business goal has been always to create from scratch. That's why I created my Italia photo book out of love for travel. I was also going through a lot of things back in 2025. And yung proving din, parang, what's the point? You know, to show people all the time, this is my business, that's my business. I want to build my businesses quietly. Ma-maintain ko lang yung mga businesses ko right now, okay na ako. And I also don't see myself, you know, doing big, grand launches, doing 10 events in a year. That's just not me. That's why we have to put time and effort para makilala sarili natin, both good and bad. Actually, yung pagiging ganun ko, blessing siya and a curse at the same time. Yung travel community event namin, 100 people lang kaya ko. Hindi ko na kaya more than that. Baka mapagod na ako. So both blessing and curse. I mean, I can talk to people, but after nun, uwing-uwi na ako kasi wala na akong energy. Kumbaga, nagamit mo na yung bandwidth mo. Yung mental load mo, parang sobra-sobra na. And of course, when you have a lot of businesses, a lot of wealth, or a lot of money, a lot of kung ano-ano pa, your risk management, it comes with that when you have a lot of investments. And of course, people expectations. These are the hidden cost of having more. These are the hidden cost of wealth fatigue. At some point kasi money stops solving problems. Kasi normal na. May pera ka na eh. Nababayaran mo na lahat. Okay na. Tapos gumagawa ka na ng panibagong problema. Bibili ka ng bagong watch. Iingatan mo yon. Itatabi mo yon. Bibili ka ng bagong bag. Iingatan mo yon. Bibili ka ng bagong property. Magbabayad ka ng tax noon. Magtatayo ka ng bagong business. So, yung sinusolve mo dati na masaya ka, tuwang-tuwa ka, na normalize na. Ngayon gumagawa ka ng panibago. So, hindi ka na magkakaroon ng break as in internally just to enjoy. Kasi gumagawa ka ng bagong problema. And these patterns, I've seen it sa mismong circle ko. Kahit yung mga nag-work na mga friends ko, okay na sila. Biligan to. Tapos ganyan na naman. Tapos parang never na nagkaroon ng time and enjoy. Kasi human nature natin yun eh. That's why having more is a myth. What I appreciate about the self-work I've done is the maintenance mode. Stable income, predictable systems, fewer risks. And I think at some point na may misunderstood yun ng mga tao na laziness or stagnant ka na, maintenance is strategic maturity for me. Sa tagal ko parang nag-pause, syempre hindi halata nag-pause ako, but internally nag-pause ako. Hindi ako nag-build masyado ng stuff, and I was just putting my money sa ibang tao, sila yung nag-build. Hindi rin ako gumawa ng mga planner this year. Parang 2 years ago pa kami gumawa ng planner. I just wanted to maintain my access travel. In fact, nag-struggle ako mag-innovate sa business ko na kombucha sa Happy Lab. It took me 2 years na gawing canned yung kombucha namin. Kahit ang daming demands, kahit ang daming complaints sa mga tao na nababasag. Because I was just not in the right parang mindset to innovate, to create. I was building parang stable income lang. Now, slowly, I'm trying to return kasi parang tagalan ng break ko. This is the thing, when your life is private, it's so easy to judge from outside. Siyempre, yung mga tao from outside, ganda ng buhay niya, lagi nag-travel yan, ganyan. Yung struggles ko, ako lang nakakaalam. Because my private life is not open sa public. So, ang nakikita lang nila is, nabasag yung kombucha, pasarap buhay ako, magreklamo sila, mag-iiwan sila ng bad review. At the end of the day, even I am the business owner, I'm also a human being. I just needed a break. And I'm so vocal about it. I've been so vocal about it na medyo matagal na ako nag-pause sa paggawa ng mga big things. 2026, I will return. I will do things. Pero hindi na kasi ako nagmamadali sa buhay eh. Hindi na ako after anything. I have nothing to prove na. Tapos na ako sa stage na yon. Gusto ko ngayon maintenance na lang. And gawin na lang siya strategy ko to do other things in life as well. Because I really believe sobrang dami pa nating bagay na pwede magawa sa buhay. And I started to treat my businesses like work ko. And honestly, I am in peace. Sinabi ko din yan sa podcast ni Joy Spring. There's so much to do in life. I love my work, I love my businesses, pero hindi na yun yung definition ng buong pagkatao ko. So after everything na ma-experience ko, eto na yung mga lifestyle choices ko after financial stability. Yung mga shifts na nangyari sa akin. Fewer things, better quality. Hindi na ako basta-basta bumibili ng damit. I only buy winter, Max Mara, ilan lang. Summer, Zimmerman, ilan lang. So, binawasan ko na yung problema ko. Imbis na bili ka ng bili. So, if pinapanood niyo yung podcast ko and yung Access Travel videos ko, 2 taon ko na to sinusuot. It's a Zimmerman top and bagong-bago pa siya. 2 taon na. Parang gamit na siya pa ulit-ulit. And that's the kind of person I'm becoming. Kahit tinatanong sa akin ng mga tao, Angelie, ano ba yung damit mo? Parang lagi mo suot. And that's okay. Ayoko na ng problema na magligpit ng damit, magkaganto, iisipin ko yung laundry. Kasi nga, going back, having more also can cause problems. More clothes. Diba? Mas mahal na mahal yung damit mo, more problems. Kasi isipin mo yung laundry, parang itong pants ko, nagkamali ako dito, binili ko to sa Bottega ngayon. Ay, parang problema dinudulot niya sa akin. Imbis na matulog na ako, iniisip ko pa sino maglalaba. Paano ko isasampay? Baka pag dinala ko sa laundry, masira. Unlike yung mga Uniqlo ko na pants, wala. Lagi ko lang. So, alam niyo yun, even with the money, even you have these things, nagkukos din siya ng problema. That's why always life in progress is balance, 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 balance. Siguro isa pa yung naging very important for me is time over status, validation. Wala na akong pakialam talaga sa validation. Natanggap ko na yan at this age. Kahit ano gawin ko, may sasabihin yung mga tao. And yung mga flex, I don't need to impress anybody. I just want new clients. That's it. Wala na ako ibang gusto from social media. Clients lang. Ma-maintain ko yung current clients and mag-acquire na new clients na isang tanong, isang sagot, bayad, alis, bili, balik, review, wala na. Ayoko na rin masyado maging visible online. Kaya pag may nagba-viral about me, kinakabahan ako. Saan yun napapadpad? Sino nakakanood nun? Baka kung saan sa mapadpad, sayang yung effort ko sa pag-produce sa mga gantong podcast because I spend a lot of money. Naging problem na nga din tong podcast ko minsan. Parang, okay, time, effort, money. Tapos at the end of the day, well, siguro, I just get joy from it. Even I don't make money out of it, it makes me parang fulfilled as a person. Sa things siguro nowadays, I always ask, is this purchase adding ease or obligation? Going back to the pants. Obligation. Knowing dinadala ko sa laundry, titignan ko nag-iba ba yung color. So yung mga nagdadala ng ease sa akin, mga tops na ganito. Ano na lang, superficial example na lang. Isang Zimmerman na top, solved na. Ako na lang nag-hand wash, okay na. So, ease ba or obligation? Darating ka sa ganun na point when you have the power na to buy things. And ngayon, at this stage of my life, I don't want obligation anymore. In fact, I was just thinking, if ina-follow nyo ako sa Instagram and sa TikTok, I love to collect Bottega bags. Pero ngayon, patapos na yung taon, nagiging obligasyon na. Kasi iniisip ko ngayon nandito ako sa Philippines, baka masira. So, hindi na siya ease. Hindi ko na siya na-enjoy. Naging problema pa siya. Hindi ko maiwan yung bahay na matagal kasi baka masira. Lagi may kailangan pumasok sa bahay para i-spray. Baka magkaroon ng humidity kasi ibang jackets ko sa bahay nasira nung wala ako. So, always ask these questions pag may pera na kayo. Ease ba to or obligation? I've redefined na yung wealth sa season ng life ko. Sleep quality, schedule control. Na nagagawa ko pa rin yung mga gantong podcast kahit wala akong kinikita. And kahit hindi ko talaga siya work. For me, that's wealth. Diba? Hindi lang yun pera eh. That's wealth. That I get to do things na wala kinalaman sa trabaho ko. Gumawa ng photo book. And I produced that photo book sa sarili kong pera. Kasi nag-enjoy ka lang. Diba? Ngayon naiintindihan ko na yung mga tao na pa-artwork lang sa mga art studios, yung mga mayayaman. Sabi ko, ganyan pala. So, naiintindihan ko na sila. And syempre, emotional bandwidth. Parang, nung holidays, hindi ako napunta kahit saan. I just want to give my emotions to my mom and our dogs. And that's more than enough. So, yeah. Enough is the word of the day. We need to define what's enough for us. Kasi yung more, di naman matatapos yan. Even patay na tayo, more will hunt us down. So, that's all for today. Find what's your enough. Thank you for listening. Please don't forget to follow all my social media accounts, Angeli Dub and Life in Progress PH, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Angeli Dub. See you on the next one.